Do you know the way to San Jose? And this is Ingus. Way to San Jose. Are you there, Angus?
This is would you like to sing like that, Lucy? Whisper, weeks turning trees.
Hello, darling.
Know the way to San Jose. I've got lots of friends.
You go.
I don't know the words to it. There is a great big freeway. Put 100 down and buy a car. In a week they'll make you a star.
Is that very nice, Scotty? This is Ingus.
Come on, you kids. Come on.
Trevor. Supermodern Annabelle. Straight from Germany. Straight into Aquila.
Exactly.
Galliano, you should have shown it.
I'll tell you something. Galliano's got your name in it.
Yes, darling. Julie. Oh, it's just on a still photo.
Yeah, this has been collecting. I don't know. What's that?
What are you doing? You can't do that. Yeah, you little sculptor. That's how you break your neck.
Oh, not hard falling that far.
She not only
Only
fell
that
off
far,
her
you're
head.
falling flat.
No, she not only didn't.
The green bar down.
Darling, it's recording nothing. Record nothing.
But do you know why? Because you've got the fucking lens cap off you, baby. Everything's fine, baby.
And who's here?
Look at Noni. Look at Noni. Look at Noni.
Luce?
Good girl.
Lucy, look at Noni.
Look at Noni quickly. Look at Noni, darling, please.
Hi.
Stand on the fire. Come here.
What are you doing? Look at the fire, baby.
Can you feel how hot it is?
Show me how you warm your hands up without touching it.
Yeah.
Not too close.
Not too close.
Good girl.
No. No more now. Look at Noni. Look at Noni. Show her how you do this.
Look, there's Pippa with Lucy.
Yes, lovely.
Hi, Luce. Say hello, Pippa.
Lovely. Okay.
And here is the birthday boy, 21 today, looking very handsome. And here's Cameron, sitting next to Kimberly. And Kimberly is going to be 20 tomorrow. Kimberly, my little darling James. There's Anne Balich, Carolyn Viskovich, eating. Gordon, Mr. Leslie, Papa Jeff, Papa Albert, Nana, the other gorgeous one, David, looking very much like his Uncle Gary, and this is Mike. Yeah, that's a beautiful photo.
Delete it anyway, yeah, that gives you a chance to look at it.
There you go.
Good look. See your
And there's Kerry and Marisa talking as, oops, wrong way, as per usual. Cheers. Oh my God, there's Cameron. Now Cameron, is it true that you're going to wear a skirt and makeup tomorrow to enable you to attend the Mother's Day breakfast? Conditions apply. My God, there's birthday girl. Oh, John, and how are the shoes going? There's Carolyn, the mother of the 21st boy.
Another quick speech because we'll all be arriving next door shortly. So Mike wanted to...
No, my speech is get out of the way.
That was quick.
No, finish, mate. That's it.
Just want to thank everyone for coming out tonight, and it's good to see everyone in one room and all. Special thanks to Grandma and Grandpa, Nana and Papa, Mum, Dad, and Dave. And hope you've had a good night, and it's just good to have all the family here, and cheers for coming.
Thanks for the presents.
Yeah, thanks for the presents.
Presents are good.
Thanks for Dad for
Good on you, Gail.
shutting the beer in the bar. It's been really, really cool. Good bar for it.
Yeah, no, she's hoping she's the only one working, brother.
That's a change.
Don't need to get nasty.
Shouldn't drink if you get nasty.
And apart from that, cheers for coming. Sorry?
Are you playing anything later?
No, maybe I'd like
Oh, great, my 30th.
3 years' time. We'll be late.
What serious?
Suanne,
Where's the key? You don't do
No,
this.
okay.
Okay.
Mike's had the key since he was 40 years old.
Yeah, over there. So, no, I don't like to smoke.
She's 45.
yeah, 55 actually.
I really enjoyed recording.
Did you? I enjoyed it too. I was sick for about a week.
It was a wonderful occasion. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank David. Thank you, David. It was just a surprise for me.
Really enjoyed it.
He's got the bucket there as well.
And this is Mr. Paul Grouger, looking very seductive. Excuse me, girls. Happy birthday, Mike. Can you please tell me your best memories of Michael? There was this guy, Dave Morgan,
My parents were building a house in Arnie Road. They still live there to this day. And, they were staying in a motel. They were staying in a motel. Parents. Mike and his mates decided they'll stay in their house for the weekend, half built. Okay. And they were young and they decided a stripper would be the thing to send the night off for the boys.
Not a stripper.
All I can say is it turned out and she was this big, this round, and the girls boys were disgusted. That's all I can say.
Michael, any stories about Michael?
Stories? I don't want to go into too deep, so I'm going to say a couple of speech. But you just listen to my speech, I've got some good stories here.
Are you giving a speech?
Yeah, I'm doing a speech up here, so.
The most handsome man of the night? Apart from Michael. There's Les socialising with all the young, beautiful women.
A couple of things about Mike. He's been a pretty good kid as far as Carol knows. He's only caused I was trying to think before I came on tonight what sort of hassles has Mike caused us over the years. And only two came to mind. One was when he was at high school and he pissed in the caretaker's boots. The caretaker wasn't too happy when he put his foot in there. Morgan. I don't know who. Sat by for a rubbish bin down in Newmarket and police got around and caused a few dramas. But overall, we're pretty proud of him, and so we're happy. So what I'd like to do is if anybody wants to come up and say a few words about Mike, do it now, and after everyone's spoken, then Mike can reply, and then we can have the yardie. Didn't really prepare anything tonight. I'm not going to take a piss out of them because I'm sure you guys got a lot of stories and bring your own way to tell. Basically, me and Mike when we were younger, like chalk and cheese.
Shut up!
Shut up! Like chalk and cheese, never got along, fought all day. They had a few scuffles. He's knocked me out a few times when we were younger. Seriously, a couple books there and there. And biggest thing with Mike, I say I've noticed since he's 21, if you go back 4 years ago, you guys will notice, he's one of the shyest guys when it came to girls or strangers ever. Utterly, wouldn't say a word or anything. Yeah. The first time I realised that he was really coming to manhood, I was like 17 years old, and there was this girl that I was quite liking, named Stacey. I don't know how old I was, 20. And I was trying to hook this chick big time, put it all stops, but she was really frigid. Really frigid. She was just... Grandma, enjoying the story? Anyway, I was trying everything. And there was this big, the Seville's modelling thing, she wrote me into that because I really wanted to meet this, go up with this girl. So I said, I went along there, it was like a 2-day thing. I did a catwalk and everything and got dressed up in this ridiculous outfit. Still nothing. And the next day I finally got her to go out with me and she was like, well, we're all antsy. And I was in bed on Saturday night because she cancelled. And then Daniel McCowan wakes me up. I was like, dude, wake up. And he's shaking me. What? Guess who's in the bedroom down the end of the house? You go, Mike and Stacey. And I was like, little pricks cut my lunch. I'm getting angry at my wife. So he cracked it. And then next day I think about it and I was like, I was really proud. I was really proud of the guy because it's the first time. No, it's the first time and she was gorgeous. She was a model. She was amazing. So I see her personality overlooks. And no, I was really proud of him, and since then it's just been all uphill for Mike. He's down Queenstown, he's got a band, never seen him so motivated. I'm very proud of him.
Good on you, Dave.
How's it going? I've been friends with Mike for about 10 years now, from Full Blood, and we've been through a lot together and stuff, and first date mate, first real good friends at Kristen and stuff, and we've been a lot together and stuff, and a couple of stories from Queenstown. There's a night on the, big night on the piss, and on Saturday night I had work next morning and stuff, and we had this chick from work, it's work over from the Heritage, and had a piss hard with her and stuff. So I got this party down at Fern Hill with her and stuff. Yeah, got a text out with her and stuff, and walking up and down the street and just started to winter, 2 degrees, while I was in the switching and shorts and long socks. These guys are on like trousers and hoodies and switches and then we good one. And so I go down to the bar to go find this party and walk like 40 minutes to this bar and we're talking on the way, we're still drinking, had a few beers there, finished the lunch. Cats bar down here. Walked up to Cats bar, me and Dan were dancing. Where's Mike? Where's Mike and this chick? He was on the stage and looking in this chick. Yeah, good on him. Good. Then from 3 o'clock comes around, oh shit, I got work in the morning, to go back home. Come on, boys, we've got to go back home and shit. Back at the flat, so I'm going to bed. Then they come about, Dan comes like 10 months later, then when me and Dan are talking, they're just in the hall, Oh no! Got a story for you. Knock. All we saw was this big tall guy with a t-shirt and this naked ass walking through. Oh, dude, with his safeties, man. Check the jaw, mate. Yep. Yes, take the mate. Fell fast asleep after that. My mate been a good friend to you and stuff. Yeah, thanks shit. Thanks to this party. Been all, celebrating this 20 years and stuff. Been good. Thanks very much. And yeah, good on, mate. This isn't probably one of the best stories we've got, but please block your ears, This was a cold windy night one night at your place number 4 on the road. They were kind of staying in another hotel. The house is getting renovated, but the piss bitch boys get us the room. So we come round, so we cruise around, there was me, Mike, Walnut, Genuine McGowan. I think Dave was a meeting day.
You see Dad on the phone, he's going through the yellow pages, thinking up his phone, and he the other day with Shelley, he's looking up all these strippers' numbers. Oh yeah. They're looking through it. Eventually he gets the phone number, he gives the ring. He gives this lady a ring on, he goes, oh, how much cost to come round? And she goes, oh, $195 for a strip show. So there's all nut jumps in the car, jumps in the buck truck. I got $195 out of the machine. We came home. Oh, they came home. We're sitting there going, oh, imagine if she's, she's not too hot. I don't know what's going to happen. Knock on the door, Dave goes out, and then comes this guy called Steve. He does like to speak to tongues, you know. Here he just speak medallion. Looks around. Gives her the finger, and then she comes, man. I tell you what, I've never seen something real better. He reminds me what $195 on the floor, bird plate. So Buck stood outside of the adult thing and spoke to Steve, the big pimp. And the boys all sat around on the furniture. That's the worst experience ever I've ever had, but it was all good fun. Didn't you use of him? No, I wasn't a bad. You want to have 21st night? Yeah, mate. Thanks,
Sassy, Sasquatch, Harry, Mike. I'll keep it short, eh? He's a fucking crap man. I've known him since stand 3. We've fucking grown up together.
Yeah.
Love you lots, man.
Cheers, bro.
And good luck with the band.
Thanks, man. Everyone under the same roof and all the old faces back again. Special thanks to Dan for shouting the piss tonight and thanks to Dave, Jason, Allnut, who are my close friends. Am I forgetting on Birch Twins in front house. Thanks for coming and yeah, I'll do my yardie now. I haven't got much else to say. And yeah, hope you have a good night.
Yep.
And drink.
Oh really? That's a lot. Hey, it's so nice to watch. Look at him. Mike. Stand on the stage, Mike. No.
How about on the stage?
Michael, coming with Dad, darling. Michael coming with Dad.
He was trying to bounce at me with this guy. All of us.
David, I don't know what I've done. Okay.
Those signals are the eastern side. So Kensington's the west side. So it's one just massive park.
Yeah.
With Kensington Palace.
It's not really demarcation line.
No, it's tell you where you.
Yeah, it's probably that road through the middle, that first road through the middle is probably the...
I don't know, I think Hyde Park is most of it. I think Kensington's just a bit
Probably that, yeah. Probably yeah, it's really all Hyde Park whole.
Totally different though.
But this concert was at the other end, the total other end of the park. If you go up to, what was it, Mayfair?
Park Lane.
Park Lane.
It's almost
Yeah,
sweet
parallel.
Islands compared to the other
All
ones,
the,
isn't it?
all the car dealers.
Yeah, that's that end of the park.
I walked down Park Lane and look at all the car sales.
No, I've got,
Well, we were there last night.
yeah.
Amazing. All the big bloody Bentleys and
You should be following George. That's what I said. David should go out on his own. It's too,
be good for Leonie though to go out just to start with.
yeah, just a little one. Close to the left. Yes, but the close to the left when there's
Yeah, David and Leonie just getting on their jet ski and they're getting a
last minute instructions. The guy's telling them what to do when they hit the water and how far. He's pointing out to where they got to swim back when they can off this machine.
Right now and straight back this way, eh? There's all swimming area in here. All swimming area.
Oh, there they are. That was a short ride. See ya! Enjoy yourselves! And there they go.
Cheers, buddy.
Peekaboo, now go away. David, go away. Isn't that terrible, Eileen, that someone was killed?
How long has it gone?
15 minutes. I said, wasn't it terrible that someone was killed?
Yeah, they were fine.
Got a little bit of a misfire in it, mate. It's misfiring, okay?
He's right though.
Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Andrew Sim, and on behalf of Sue Noonan, who has been our dedicated marketing agent, and also our Harcourt licensee, Mr. David Catanack, I welcome you to the auction sale of 8 Coleman Avenue right here on Herald Island. And I think you'll agree that the word unique is often misused, but in this particular set of circumstances, I think there is a degree of truth to that, But however, this opportunity this afternoon presents itself to take advantage perhaps of the old adage that one should purchase perhaps the worst house in the best street. And by no means am I belittling this particular home, but it does afford a wonderful opportunity to acquire the property and put your own stamp on it. A wonderful piece of land of around 840 square metres of prime Herald Island real estate. The location cannot be questioned in my view in terms of being absolute prime real estate. It is located within easy reach of good schooling, access to shopping facilities and all the other forms of infrastructure that one would expect when purchasing residential real estate is both within minute access both to and from 8 Coleman Avenue. Ladies and gentlemen, I absolutely commend this property to you for your bidding consideration here this afternoon. But before I do, I'm obliged to point out that this property is formally identified as being seized of an estate in fee simple in all that piece of land containing 840 square metres, more or less, being lot 55 on deposit of plan 31409, certificate of title NA 840-73 contained within the North Auckland Registry. The chattels included in the sale, those are the things or the items that do come with the home. Those are the stove, the fixed floor coverings, the blinds, the telephone, and of course the light fittings remain with the property. The price, quite naturally enough, is going to be determined by your bidding here this afternoon, and we're calling for a deposit equal to 10% of the agreed sale price by way of a down payment, and certainly the balance of the purchase monies are due and payable anywhere from 14 days at the earliest or out to 45 days. So therefore, the purchaser does have the perfect right to select a date between 2 weeks or out to 6 weeks, and that date will be affixed against this contract of sale and form the completion date. There is also a clause in the contract which states to the effect that the property is being offered for sale at public auction, and the highest bidder at or above the vendor's reserve price, whose bid I accept, will be the purchaser. No bidder can advance more nor less than a sum that I might name from time to time, and no bid once made can be retracted. If in the unlikely event that a dispute should arise, I will determine that dispute or offer the property up again at the last undisputed bid. Now, vendors reserve the right to bid either personally or by an agent, and or to withdraw the property from sale before I sell it and without necessarily disclosing the reserve price. Those, ladies and gentlemen, are the rules for your competition for which we invite here this afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, now Sue Noonan will be bidding on behalf of a purchaser, I beg your pardon, on the telephone. I would just like to disclose that she will be bidding on behalf of a purchaser but unfortunately cannot attend the auction sale this afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, we are offering 8 Coleman Avenue here this afternoon under very, very genuine circumstances indeed, and certainly if I'm in receipt of a bid at or above the vendor's expectation, I'll knock the property down forthwith and sell it without necessarily having a chat to the owners during the course of this auction sale. Before I call for your bidding, are there any questions in relation to the contract or the property itself?
Will you be bidding on behalf of the vendor?
Yes, ma'am.
Will you be declaring which bids they are?
I can.
Good.
I certainly won't be bidding over the reserve price, I can assure you of that. I've got a big enough mortgage now, so I can't afford to do that.
Settlement date?
Settlement date is anywhere from 14 days or out to 6 weeks. That's 45 days. 10% deposit, balance in 2 weeks or out to 45 days. So therefore, ladies and gentlemen, no more questions of me. I have one of you who would like to make an opening bid for number 8 Coleman Avenue here in Herald Island of say. Who would like to make an opening bid of
$263,000.
$263,000. What a bid at $263,000. The bidder's here at $263,000, and I'll take a bid of $1,000 rises at $263,000. At $263,000, I'm here to sell. At $263,000, I'll take another one. At $263,000.
And you've got 263 to open it.
4 bid over there. At $264,000 per bid. At $264,000.
272.
At $272,000, there's the bid there at $272,000. At $272,000, I'm here to sell. At $272,000, is there another one anywhere at all at $272,000? At $272,000, I call in once for the first time at $272,000. Twice then at $272,000 you're bidding.
272.
273. At 273,000 down here, it's against you, sir. At 273,000, his bid. At 273,000, make it 4. Once I call for the first time at $273,000. Twice then at $273,000, 4 bid. At 274,000, you bidding at 4. At 274,000, genuine bid there at $274,000. At $274,000, I'm here to sell. At at $276,000 against you, sir. At $276,000, make it 7. At $276,000, right down here at $276,000. At $276,000, 7 bid. At $277,000, 8 bid now. At $278,000, your bid here at $278,000. Ladies and gentlemen, would it make any difference for me to tell you that this property is on the market? I'm going to sell it to him, you there, you here, sir, at $278,000 on the basis that there isn't a higher bid from anybody else. At $278,000, 9 bid. At 9 bid down here, 8. At $280,000 his bid. At $280,000, take another 1. At $281,000 now. At $285,000 his bid. At $285,000, right down here at $285,000. At $285,000, take another 1. At $285,000, I'm going to sell. 1 bid. At $286,000 against you, sir. At $286,000 I have. At $286,000, I'm going to sell. Once they call for the first time at $278,000. I've been paid $286,000. Okay, $278,000 his bid. At $278,000, I've been paid $288,000. You got me for a team. At $288,000, you really do a runner. At $288,000, your bid. At $288,000, your bid there at $288,000. $289,000 his bid. At $289,000, make it 90. At $290 I have. At $290,000 I'm here to sell. At $290,000, give me another 1. At $290,000 I'm going to sell. At $290,000, his bid right down here at $290,000. 1 bid. At $291,000 his bid down here. At $291,000 against you, sir. At $295,000 his bid right down here at $295,000. At $295, right down here, I'm full and fairly bid at $295,000, 300 where? At $295,000, I'm going to sell. At $295,000, here's the really advance on $296. At $296,000. At $296,000, I call for the 3 before. What about it now? At $296,000, his bid over here. At $296,000, bid me 3. At $300,000, his bid. At $300,000, take another 1. At $300,000, I'm going to sell. At $300,000, hey, Wolfie, he's silent, done at $300,000. Once I call for the first time at $300,000, you out, sir? You out over here? 1 bid. At $301,000 now. At $301,000 against you, sir. At $301 I have. At $301,000 I'm going to sell last chance. At $301 down here, make it 2. At $301,000, there's the bid there. At $301,000 I'm going to sell. At $301,000 now, your bid at $301,000. At $301,000, who's the only advance on $301,000? Once they call for the first time at $301,000. You sure, sir? You're thinking? Don't take it long. Don't look at him, mate. You've got to buy it off me. At $301, there's the bid there. At $301,000, give me $500.
Okay.
It's $301.5. Make it 2. 2 bid. At $302,000 there. $302,000. At $302,000, this property is going to be sold in a moment at $302,000. At $302,000, I'm going to sell. At $302,000, I'll call 3 times and knock it down if there isn't a higher bid. Once they call for the first time at $302,000 and a half bid, 302, 3 bid now. Back in at 303 down here. At 303, it's against you, sir. At 303, I have. At $303,000, I'm going to sell. Give us another 5.
No.
Why not?
I ain't got any more.
I'll tell you what, Sue might give you a couple hundred. At $303,000, I'm going to sell. At $303,000, last chance, sir. At 303, I'll call 3 times and knock it down. Give us $250. $250 bucks. $250, only a good night out. $250, can I say? Might be the best bid you've ever made. You reckon it might be $500, you reckon? At $303,000, I'm going to sell down here. $250. You in, you're out. At $303,000, I'm going to sell. At $250, he's done it. At $303,250, make it a half bid. At $303.5, your bid there. At $303,500, your bid, sir. At $303,500, I'm against you, sir. At $303.5, I have. At $303,500, I'm going to sell. Once I sell then for the first time at $303,500, your bid, sir. Twice then I sell at $303,500. $303,750. At $303,750, make it 4. That's 4 bid. At $304,000 against you here. At $304 I have. Back in at $304,000. Back. What about the Mastada? At $304,000 over here, I'm going to sell it. At $304, his bid. At $304, you out, sir. At $304,000. Give us another $250. You out, sir?
That you out, sir?
Yes.
At $304,000, I'll call 3 times and knock it down at $304,000. Once I call for the first time, I sell at $304,000. Twice and I sell at $304,000. Third and final call. All finished signed and done at $304,000. You saw it, sure, sir, $250. This property is going. It is going. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Sue Noonan and Harcourts, this property is sold. Thank you, sir, and congratulations on getting that $304,000. Thank you for your time and your attendance this afternoon. I thank you.